You might be wondering, if I hate this fix so damn much, why haven't I switched to reading a comic yet for all of you to enjoy? Well, I would. I really want to. But I found out that the person who did the live read of this before me has privatized all his videos and made it impossible for anyone to find them. Which means I'm stuck here. Because if I don't do a live read of this, then it'll disappear. I remember back at the 10-year anniversary, I said the main goal of this channel was to give the fics that don't have as much of attention live reads, so that way other people can enjoy them. I'm really regretting this quest right about now. DX. A monster list was us all. We all have ours released at some point. Mine comes with a chainsaw. Slatilda, what are you doing here? asked the nervous Spike. Of all the worst things that could happen, this was the worst possible thing. I could ask you the same thing, Pony Lover. The bronze dragon chuckled back. So what? Did he finally kick you out?
Spike, what is she talking about?
asked Bitterbright, crossing his arms. Spike looked at all the dragons looking at him, giving him confused looks, with Slatilda loving every moment of her ex-boyfriend's suffering. Spike swallowed a large lump that formed in his throat. Slatilda was going to ruin everything, even though he had no idea how he was going to convince her to help the ponies begin with. Yeah, Spike, what was your plan? Still, her being here was definitely not helping. Had no plan at all, did you, moron? He had to figure out a way to get her away before she ruined everything, but how?
Slatilda, could I talk to you for a second in private?
The purple drake said, not giving the dragoness much choice as he grabbed her by the claw and pulled her away from the rest of the group into a small, quiet alley. He pinned her to the wall.
Okay, what the hell was that?
The female dragon smiled, a wicked one. Aw, we haven't told you any friends about we have a bunny fetish. She said condescendingly, kissing Spike's cheek. Well, that's too bad, my little spiky wacky.
Don't call me that, he growled. It's not a fetish.
It's a kink. Beautify it all you want, it's still weird, she said, a bit of a growl in her tone. I mean, you dubbed me for a four-legged grass muncher.
I dubbed you because you were a jailbroken little friend,
he snarled, pressing his claws solidly to Slatilda. What are you gonna do to me, Spike? She grunted. Kill me, rip my throat out, and discard me behind some rock. She gave a little laugh as she felt pressure on her neck beginning to ease up.
I've done worse, muttered the purple dragon, and I'm about to face worse, is why I'm here.
Face worse? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Spike is badass and gloomy and dark,
so of course he's done worse. Oh, yeah.
Do you tell?
It's a threat to Equestria and the whole world, he began. A third alicorn by the name of Conquest is coming, and he's bringing an army to destroy the world. The ponies, dragons, everything. He plans on leaving nothing left breathing.
So, if I'm to guess right, Cadence does not exist. What? It's obvious, ain't it? We've seen shiny armor, but no Cadence. So, she must not exist because we have yet to hear word about her. Nobody's mentioned her. And they still are saying he's the third alicorn. And so the fourth. So, you ran away from it all to hide back behind among the dragons? How very brave of you, Slatilda said sarcastically.
I'm not here to hide, he said. I'm here to get help.
From who? The dragons? She asked. Spike nodded. Slatilda started to break down in a fit of uncontrollable snickers as he backslid down against the wall and fit. It's process. I can't figure out why if you're really that naive or just plain stupid.
How's it stupid?
Because you think they're going to listen to some pony lover? She laughed. The second you ask for help to defend the ponies, you're going to get laughed out of Volcana, maybe even banished.
I figured, mumbled Spike. But what if I told you the courier was involved?
Sotildo's laughter immediately stopped at the mention of the Alicorn's name. What'd she say?
Courier, he's behind all this.
Okay, stop, Vic. Right there. Spike said third Alicorn. Let's remove Cadence from the equation,
because you did already, Vic.
Say, focus that there will be only news of 2. Okay. If they already knew that Princess Celestia and Luna were in power, then that leaves one more. Why wouldn't they already figured out that it was Conquest? The dragoness shook her head in disbelief. That's impossible. He died thousands of years ago when he went insane or something. God, I wish this Vic knew how time worked.
Well, he did. Well, went insane anyway, said Spike. The princesses had him imprisoned for thousands of years. Now he's out to bring the end of the world, and it includes the dragons.
So this Conquest guy, he's actually curator from the Dragon Wars?
Correct.
Well, droned the brandished dragoness, that hardly changes anything. We'll just wait for him to attack here. If we're lucky, he'll kill all the ponies so we can retake Equestria. You guys didn't have Equestria in the first place. It was under a lot of snow.
What? No, that's not what I meant, shouted Spike. But Cecilda quickly broke free of his hold and pinned him against the wall.
Then what did you expect?
I'm with her on this. She asked, her brown lips inches away from his. You could feel her hot breath pinned against his face. Very worried.
I'll admit you might have a case of Spike, but with no proof, no one to come back you up, they'll let you out. Pin you is mad, she smiled. But if you were to have some other dragon testify for you.
Spike didn't like where this was going. What do you want? He sighed.
Now what makes you think I wouldn't help you out for free? She said sarcastically. It's not like there's anything you have I want.
Just tell me what you want, Sotilda, he growled.
So forward, just like I remember, she chuckled, pressing up closer against him, her bust twisting against his chest as he felt pressure in all the wrong places. I want you, Spike. Her bust, she's still a dragon. She's not even anthropomorphic.
Out of the question. I'm not sleeping with you.
Sleep with me. Your mind is so dirty, Spike, she giggled. And I don't feel like having eggs just yet. No, all I want is a kiss. Just a kiss.
What?
Just a little taste of those sweet lips of yours. That's all I want, she said sexually, looking into his eyes. Spike looked back. As much as he hated to admit it, Cecilia has some very desirable qualities. Her shapely body, those glowing red scales, and her sapphire eyes reminded her so much of Rarity.
Excuse me? I can't do this, mumbled Spike,
sewing the dragoness off of him.
I'll face him alone if I have to. Maybe get laughed at and they throw me out, but I will never do that,
he said, walking away out of the alley. She quickly danced in front of him, cutting off his path. You love her so much. You'd do anything to save her, wouldn't you?
Spike scratched his face up. Yeah, of course.
So, wouldn't not kissing me be a bad thing? She asked. Without the dragons protecting your precious little pony, won't she die here?
I won't let that happen.
Then you'll kiss me.
I'm not kissing you.
Spike, she cooed, wrapping her arms around Spike's waist, trapping her arms in his hold. I'm trying to help you. By kissing me, you'll be saving you.
If by kissing you, I'll be cheating on her, he retorted, but his voice was losing its edge.
It's just a kiss, she said softly,
voice coursing through his body like a warm summer breeze. It was almost hypnotic, the way her body felt against his, the slow drag of her claws down his back that sent pleasurable shivers down his spine, the sparkle in her eyes like a dancing stars, all contained in her beautiful blue irises. Just one kiss to save Rarity?
The burning temptations in her eyes were clear. Her heart was thumping loudly, as was his. His eyes grew heavy, the weight of the world on him. His claws were trembling, a mixture of fear, forbidden excitement, and arousal. His lips were soft as he pressed them against the dragoness. She tasted it just as he remembered her. Bitter like rocks and spicy like fire. It was a strange taste that only a dragon could love, and a taste he was ashamed to admit that he missed. They lingered for a bit, the kiss lasting much longer than it would have, and when they finally parted, Spike was completely red. What's the matter? She crowed, stroking her back at scales. Dragging got your tongue? That was... Spike didn't know what to think. It was just perfect, astounding, sexually exhilarating. See that? I'll take any or all. The drake slid down the wall. The guilt that started to build up inside him was excruciating, tearing up his insides like a pack of rabid dogs. Not because he kissed another dragon, his ex-girlfriend in fact, but rather it was something much worse that tormented his soul. My, how pretty your lyrics are, your wording are. He had enjoyed it. He not only betrayed Rarity, but taken pleasure in the act. Was it the way Siltilda had done that made him feel so dirty, blackmailing him into it? He couldn't put a claw on it. All he knew was that his heart was punishing him for what he had done. What's the matter? The bronze dragon asked smugly. Enjoyed it a little too much.
We no sooner done that, he muttered.
Why? Afraid your mare will find out? She smiled. Or afraid that deep inside you finally realize that, like it or not, you're a dragon, not a pony. Sooner you figure that out, the better, Spike. A kiss from your pony will never be as hot as a kiss from your own kind. It's just natural to love me more than that fluffball back in Equestria. She walked out the alley, leaving Spike alone with his thoughts.
I'm a dragon, he groaned. A stupid dragon that's in love with a pony. A stupid dragon that's in love with a pony and has broken the pony's trust by cheating on her. I highly doubt that Conquest had anything to do with this one,
he muttered, remembering the Luna incident.
What? Something I didn't have anything to do with?
That doesn't sound like me. The purple drake glanced up at his side, seeing the all too familiar Conquest grinning down at him, leaning casually against the wall of the alley.
It takes pride and effort to make your life a living hell, Spike,
and it pains me to see someone else beat me to it.
Go away, Conquest. I'm not in the mood for this, mumbled the dragon.
But I am, the Alicorn said. Now, tell me, who this remarkably wonderful dragon is? I must simply get her name.
Her name is Siltilda.
Spike hesitated. Realizing it best to keep the insane pony in the dark on this one.
Ex-lover of yours?
Apparently he could see in the dark.
Or did you not take it that far? Spike sighed. It never got more than puppy love. We never did it and never will.
Is that sadness I hear in your voice? The surprised Alicorn said. A great big happy smile plastered on his face. Are we having second thoughts about Rarity?
I know I've had second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10 thoughts about Rarity. Never, sounded the dragon. I love her. And even if I didn't, me and Siltilda could never work together.
Could never work? Or didn't want to work? The Alicorn grilled. I smell a story. Would you care to share?
No.
Oh, come on, Spike. Don't be such a buzzkill. I shared my story. Now you share yours.
I'm not telling it to you.
You don't have to tell me, dragon. I'm already in your mind, snickered Conquest. See, your mind's like a labyrinth. But I'm never lost. Each time you think, it lights a path to a new memory. All I have to do is follow it. The pony disappeared in a puff of black smoke, just as Siltilda walked back into the alley. Hey, you coming or what? She asked. Spike pulled himself off from the ground.
Yeah, I'm coming.
He mumbled as he and the other dragon made their way back to the center of town, where the other gang of drakes was waiting for him. What the hell took you so long? Asked the devil as the two dragons approached him. Siltilda was the first to respond. Oh, we just had a little argument about me using Spiky's old nickname. She grinned, but soon we kissed and made up.
Spike almost gagged at the word kiss. Yeah, metaphorically speaking.
And the moment she said kiss, one of the Macross Frontier songs started playing in my head. Something I'd rather be watching. Something that's better written.
So, your nickname is Pony Lover? Wondered Bearbite. How'd you get that name? Irony?
Something like that, he mumbled. But it's just a nickname. That's it. She calls me Pony Lover. I call her crazy psychotic bitch. The world keeps turning. What's it, Pony Lover? Called Siltilda. Sibylla misses clear enough not to push it.
Fine, whatever.
Morse looked at the two curiously.
Are you sure you two are alright?
Perfect, shouted Spike. He looked right into Lars Dragon's face. So can we just drop it?
Whatever you say,
The symmetrical dragon said. Thank you, the purple drake mumbled. Now, where do we have to go next? The main cave. We have to pick up some captured livestock for the hatchery.
What's a main cave?
It's where the majority of food is kept, under the watchful eyes of the elder dragons.
Wait, Spike said. You mean the leaders of the dragons?
Well, yeah. We usually just grab the... Spike? That should have been your first stop.
And would be able to get an audience with them? Asked Spike. Not likely, said Bitterbite. They usually keep to themselves, only going out to hunt or pass judgment on someone who broke Gaia's law. Why do you ask?
No reason. Just curious is all. The dragons looked at his dad as he followed Bitterbite to the main cave. A large cave that had an icy blue boulder dragon standing in the way.
State your business at once,
he bellowed. We're here for the hatchery start of livestock, said Dustable, flying up to eye level to Master Drake. So listen!
What's your tongue, Sky Drake?
The boulder dragon mumbled.
Lest I devour you.
I'd like to see you try, Dust Devil taunted. The con dragon's tongue shot out of his mouth towards the flying Drake. Dust Devil anticipated and swiftly dusted his tongue. You're too slow! Dust teased, sticking out his own tongue at the dragon. I was not aware of the second tongue that shot out of the dragon's mouth. This one lasting onto his ankle and dragging him to the icy blue dragon's gullet. Dust was swished around a bit before he was spit out, covered in a thick layer of dragon's drool. So being devoured has no consequences, huh?
Too salty to eat,
the giant drake muttered as he waddled out of the way at the entrance.
You may enter. The cows and goats in the back, and the chickens, fish, and runs to the left. Thanks.
Small Bitterbite as he entered the main cave. Dust Devil muttering something about smelling like fish. The cave building was gigantic, a small city within the city. Small doors were sculpted into the walls that led to another room. Each had a sign over it, saying things like cattle, chickens, or squirrels carved in the wood. Really? Saying things like cattle? Let me listen. Listen to those happy moos. Help us! They're going to eat us! They're going to kill us! Oh, that's right.
Cattle are intelligent, Vic.
All right, everyone, listen up, ordered Glimmer, as Lurch and Dust Devil fell to the attention. Spike and still tilted looked down with odd looks. Lurch, I need you to grab 2 cattle. Dust, hustle up some chickens. Me and Bitter are about to see what they have for pigs.
What about me?
asked Spike. Glimmer pulled out some flimsy-looking pieces of paper from her scales. Use the tilde go take these to the geek.
Geek? Glimmer, don't be mean, said Bitterbite. She means bookworm. He's down the hall right next to the meeting pit.
God, I do hope that all these characters that we're meeting in this world building actually has a point layer on. Otherwise, this almost feels like it's utterly pointless.
Got it,
Spike said as he and Tilda walked down to the yards, leading to the room labeled library.
Dragons have libraries?
We're not all stupid like you, muttered the dragoness as they started to push through the door.
Where do you think you're going? He asked, grabbing her by the shoulder, pulling her back.
To give these to Bookworm? She said, frowning in her face.
No, you're not, said Spike. We're going to find the elders and convince them to help Equestria. He smiled. We have a deal, remember?
How could I forget? Giggled the bronze dragoness as Spike pulled her down the hall into a large golden gate built into the back of the cavern. The word's meeting pit was scratched into gold.
This is the place?
Spike asked. Yepers. The dragons are in there, but I must say again, you are completely crazy for doing this.
Trust me, Spike says. He pushed the golden gates open, walked inside. I personally know crazy, and I don't have his smile.
The doors closed behind the 2 dragons, slamming shut, leaving them in the dark. You know what? I am being so uninterested in all this. I'm right now doing what I always do when I get bored. Look at the deals that are on to my right here on FimFix's commercial page. It's a shame. I would be more excited for the 25% off on Kamen Rider Fee 3 if I didn't already own it. Oh, Mega Man and Street Fighter and ooh, Captain Harlock. Back to the fic. The two of them walked deeper into the darkness. Neither of them knew they were supposed to be looking for. It wasn't until they reached what seemed like the center of the room did they have ears or indication that someone or something was there. Who dares enter the pit? A female voice called from the shadow.
State your names and business, little ones.
An even louder male voice boomed.
Spike, he managed to stutter. And this is Hiltilda. We wish to have an audience with the elders. Really? A second male voice asked. What makes your business so important? It's about the safety of the world. An evil threat has reawakened.
There was a thunderous laughter from the dragons in the darkness.
He must be mad to think that anything could threaten a dragon.
A lot of things could. I don't think you dragons are that dumb. This was the moment it would make or break for him. He took a deep breath as he finally yelled, It's Courier! The laughter immediately stopped. Hus's breastburst replaced him.
Does he speak the truth? Of course not. Courier's been dead for years. But he was an alicorn. That means nothing.
So will you at least let him speak?
Let him infect with his lies and fairy tales? Don't make me laugh.
Some humor would do you good, brother. Both of you stop it. You're acting like whelps. We should at least hear what he has to say. One of the voices grumbled. Very well, lights. The entire cave lit up with glorious yellow flame, illuminating the cavern, revealing 5 towering dragons. By the goddess, gasped Spike, looking at the elders. He thought Baba D or his mother were big, but these dragons were the size of skyscrapers. The one on the far left was a boulder dragon. He was a light gray and must have been 300 feet in length and width. Beside him was what looked like to be a female Scaran. His shortest of the 5, so he still looked to be about 200 feet, 50 feet tall. And there was a line shaded green with electric yellow underbelly. On the other side of the far right was a deep blue earth dragon with pale white eyes, and next to him was a red cloud dragon. He looked like he stretched out to about 600 feet in length. But it was the dragon in the center that really stood out. A humongous green and yellow fire dragon, the tallest at 800 feet. His neck stretched to the top of the ceiling. Every bit of his body seemed to pulse with unimaginable power. The green looked down at him, sizing up the small dragon.
Do you know who I am?
The green dragon bellowed.
I am Inferno, ruler of the dragons, Gaia's firstborn son, may your soul rest within the earth, and head of this council of elders. He sighed, My time is very precious. Do not waste it.
Brother, the other dragon said,
You're overwhelming him. Try being a little calmer. We've had a talk about this, didn't we?
I will act as I please, Rockjaw, sneered Inferno. It's you who must learn his place. The Rockmouth seemed to ignore his sibling as he directed his attention to Spike.
So tell us, Spike, is this true? Has Courier really returned?
The purple drake nodded. He has, and is listing an army in the wastelands. We already know he has the Griffins, Minotaurs, and Changelings with him, along with possibly any other race that's been able to get his hooves on. Has he made a threat against Volcano or the Badlands? Asked the Cloud Dragon. Not that I know of, but if history has any indicator of what he could do, we'll need to deal with him as soon as possible, smiled Spike. His plan was working way better than he imagined. Spike, you're a dumbass if you think this is working. A really big dumbass. What you should have said was, yes. He was making a threat to your homelands. And where is he to strike first? The Sky Dragon has said. Ketralot. And here's where you fucked up. Hey, newsflash to all you people who like writing these dark and brooding and overly badass characters with their scars on their eyes, their big muscles and their big chins and their big dicks. Being badass does not make you good at diplomacy. I know that sometimes you think that all you need to be diplomatic is to punch the toughest guy in the room and you can have the entire people follow you. But that doesn't always work. And hey, I should do a subversion on that. Have my players face off against the big, bad, tough guy and have to beat him and think that that's all that needs to be clear. And then they said, all you did was just punch out our guard. You still need to talk to us diplomatically, like people. Courier, warned Inferno. Courier's attacking Canterlot. Why would he attack his own kind? I thought this was a threat against Volcana. It is, but the thing that's attacking Canterlot is Courier, but it's also not him at the same time. Speak carefully, Courier. Well, is it Courier or not? Excuse me, Vic. Are you really expecting me to believe that when Conquest became Conquest and he broke out blank number of years ago? Speaking of let's, I think I finally got you the timeline. Thanks, Trixie. Okay. Or when Courier became, possessed thousands of years ago, he didn't come out and attack that one time. You didn't realize he became Conquest. That didn't become world news. And you're telling me that thousands of years ago, when he broke out the second time, nobody knew about it. He did attack the third time or the fourth time. And wait a minute. So, did Celestia use the elements before or after Luna? And how does he have the elements midway? And oh god, my head's hurting. Look, it's not important. What is important is we get to Canterlot and help and stop him before he gets out of control. Why so eager to protect the pony, Spike? Inferno asked. How exactly do you know about all this anyway? Because he's a pony lover. All the attention was turned to the dragon and spoke. He wants to protect some stupid mare that he fancies, so he thought he could trick you into sending dragons to die for him, says Isilda. Spike felt his body get hot and his bones getting shaky. Lena still tells his ear. What the hell are you doing? We had a deal, he whispered. The dragoness gave a little giggle. Yeah, I sort of lied. It's not so much fun to watch you squirm.
Spork, is that true?
Asked Rockjaw. Of course not, Drake tried to explain. You got it all wrong. He's going to destroy everything. After he conquers Equestria, he's going to come after the Badlands. So you deny loving a pony? The Cloud Dragon said. Yes, he gulped. Then prove it, grumbled Inferno. If you really care about your kind, you'll show us that and show that dragon is beside you affection. What? Yeah, Spiky, Siltilda cooed, becoming very interested in the new conversation. Show me how much you love me. But we're not even together, the Purple Drake said desperately. We don't care. This is us to prove you do not love one of those vile ponies. Spike sighed as he managed to smile, gritting his teeth to keep the fake grin up, even as he turned towards his ex. Oh, Siltilda, you're very lovely, and your eyes are so beautiful. Everything about you makes me want to. Yes, love. Cece said hotly. I'm waiting. The purple dragon swallowed what left of his pride. Makes me want to ravage you. He nearly gagged on that last part. I'm flattered, Siltilda said, smiling at the pain the dragon was in. Come here. She grabbed the dragon by the neck and pressed her lips into his. It tasted much worse than last time, much dirtier. Where there used to be a spicy taste of fire, there was a taste of slime. The feelings of disturbing pleasure were replaced by a sense of hatred. The dragon screwed him over, lied to get pleasure. Was doing it again. For what? Was this some revenge for the breakup? You're a genius! Is he really taking this badly? He pulled away from the dragon. No, I can't do this. Do what, Spiky? You don't get to call me that, he yelled, causing the dragon to stump back. Only one mare that gets to call me that, and you aren't her. One mare, wondered the Inferno. So you are a pony lover. Spike spilled it over the dragons, the look in their eyes saying everything. He had been had. The only thing he could do now was tell the truth. My name is Spike, he began. Just Spike. I don't have a fancy dragon name because I wasn't born in Volcana or anywhere in the Badlands. You mean fancy dragon name as in baby talk.
I was hatched by the Princess Celestia.
Excuse me?
I was hatched by Princess Celestia.
Really? You were hatched by Princess Celestia. You were hatched by her? Really? Because I remember Cutie Chronicles way differently. Let's see. There was Twilight standing there, firing her magic, hitting the egg, and then hatching you. So you were actually hatching... were hatched by Twilight Sparkle. She's the one who hatched you and took care of you. I, fail to see here, how you could forget that. Spike. Unless this fic has decided that Princess Celestia's end-all be-all and that the main six are shit. That they mean nothing. I'm starting to think that that's the way this fic is working. That as far as it's concerned, all the heroic actions the main six have done, all the good that they do, are shit compared to you. Which, sadly, according to some members of the We Hate What's Happened to the MLP fandom, think the same way. Because apparently, according to these guys, and remember folks, this is what some of these complainers are doing. You are not a hero unless you're big, buff, and beefy. That's the way they think. They're morons.
Queen of the Ponies after my mother, Nightfire, was killed by a mad alicorn named Conquest. I lived my entire life with a purple unicorn named Twilight Sparkle. Oh, she's actually important to your life, Spike! And work with her as assistant at the library. When I was 7 years old, I fell in love with a unicorn.
He took a deep breath as he continued.
Her name was Rarity. She's the kindest, generous, most beautiful pony I've ever seen. From the moment I saw her, I knew there would never be another creature on this planet that I would love. Others say it was just a crust, something that would go away with time, but it never did. I still loved her.
Now came the painful memories.
A few years ago, when I was 15 years old, Twilight thought I was old enough to fly to the Badlands to try to reconnect with my own kind. What? I didn't want to go because the last time I tried something like this, the experience wasn't desirable. What? However, Twilight could be a bit stubborn. What? And very insistent. What?
How was 15? Ow!
I said goodbye to my friends, and I could have sworn that Rarity was crying as they left. I flew across the ocean and landed in a small settlement called Birchwood. That's where I met Siltilda.
Spike, stop,
growled Siltilda. But he didn't. She was the only dragon that actually would talk to me. Everyone else avoided me like I had some sort of disease. But not her. Not Siltilda. She didn't care that I lived with ponies my whole life. She was a good, caring dragon. And for a while, I thought maybe there was something there.
I said stop, she yelled, her eyes starting to get red and puffy.
It was this one evening, during the sunset. She invited me to go watch at some nearby cliffs. I decided there wasn't any harm in seeing the sunset, so I went with her. Sunset was beautiful, and she didn't even see more so. Her scales glittered in the glow of the sun as our tails entwined with each other. Our bodies scooted close together as I wrapped my arm around her. We shared our first and only kiss that night. Siltilda's eyes were full of tears. He continued. Next day, I woke up next to her on that field. For a few moments, I was happy. She then reached over to embrace me. Her hands were a little too frisky as she accidentally reached into my loose scales, when I like to keep things in, and pulled out a picture I've always kept with me. It's a picture of Rarity. Things got worse as she started to ask who this was, and why I had a picture of a pony in my scales. I tried to explain, but she didn't listen. She asked me if I loved her, and I told her.
Yes, the crying dragoness whimpered. You loved a pony over your own kind, Spike. Because apparently I wasn't good enough for you.
That's not what that...
Shut up! You were hypnotized over the furry siren. You're completely ignorant of the fact that I loved you. Tears were pouring down her face. I loved you, you didn't even care.
That's not true, retorted Spike. I did care. I've always cared. I wish I could love you, but I can't.
That's right, Spike, she screeched. You can't love. I hope you and all your ponies burn! She roared as he unfolded her wings, taking flight, leaving the room with fiery rays and a trail of tears. It was dead quiet. No pony said a word. So finally, Rockjaw gave a call to break the silence.
That was a very moving story,
the Earth Dragon said. You need to listen to more stories.
But I think you got a little sidetracked. You were saying something about a threat?
Right, said Spike. Anyways, a few weeks ago, I finally proclaimed my love to Rarity, the pony that I love. But the next day, I got the call. I was dressed to care a lot because a threat had been made against it. The princesses told me about a prophecy that one of their siblings would rise to destroy the world. And the only one that could stop him was a dragon. The Alicorn is none other than Courier, but he's gone insane, possessed by what I believe is a demon named Conquest. Demon, Aldrich being, take your pick. Conquest threatens everything in existence. He doesn't want to rule us or enslave us. He wants to kill everything. And that is why you're here, ex Inferno, to recruit us to stop this conquest. That's correct. Well, said the large green dragon, for the first time actually smiling, I want to thank you for your information. If this is true, then when Conquest enters the Battlelands, I'll personally rip it to shreds. Wait, when he gets to the Battlelands? Spike asked. You mean you're not going to help? Spike, what was your strategy here? Oh, well, I thought I would just go walk in, ask the dragons for help, and that'll be it. Spike, you're a dumbass. You really didn't come in with a plan? Yep. Why? Well, I have a scar on my eye, which means I'm dark and brooding, and that means what I say goes, man. I don't need things like diplomacy and intelligence and oh god, is that Mazinger with his rocket punch staying right in my gut? Yeah. Why would I help? He laughed. I hate the ponies. This is going to kill two birds with one stone. Conquest will kill the ponies. I will kill Conquest. They will take Equestria back to the dragons. Spike was stunned. You can't do that. I just did, he smirked. Now leave. I have a war to wait for. The room went dark, leaving Spike alone in the shadowy blackness. You kidding? He yelled. After all I've done, I get nothing? He started now, turning to face the shadows before leaving. He killed my mother, you bastards! He pushed open the golden door, finding 4 familiar dragons standing outside waiting for him. That was quite a speech, Pony Leather, said Glimmer. You heard that, huh? Spike asked, giving a slight chuckle at the situation. But you think I'm some kind of freak? Carno. You made alerts. What I've seen worse. I mean, look at Crackle. Oh, you actually remember that guy exists? I'm surprised you didn't just say Crackle was such an abomination.
I guess I know where you're coming from,
said Bitterpipe, putting a claw around the Violet's Clown Reaver's shoulder.
I would do anything to protect Glimmer.
And this Conquest guy really killed your mom? Well, I know I want to kill him. I made a Dust Devil. Spike smiled. It's amazing these dragons are so understanding to the situation. Maybe it's because they liked him. They were all orphans and never knowing a mother, totally understanding what it is to love. I'm glad you're still understanding my situation, but I think it's time for me to go home. I miss my mare and the war's going to be here soon. Carl, when do we leave? Excuse me?
Well, we're coming with you, said Lawrence. We will look after our own.
A touch, but I can't let you guys risk your lives for this. Rescuing our entire species was okay. Face it, Spike. Whether you like it or not, you're stuck with us. You really want to do this? Gonna be dangerous if there's a good chance we'll all die.
We all have to die. Wanna go down screaming glory?
The purple drake let out a breathless sigh. Alright, let's go. Oh, by the way, spoilers, because I've actually read this story before, but, you wanna know how much this group admits to? You wanna know? Absolutely nothing.